Well, Dot versus Penny certainly wasn't on my bingo card for episode 101. I went into this episode expecting that the only battle we were going to get was Roy versus Nemona. This is a nice surprise, even if the result is almost certainly going to be subpar. Yes, I am still keeping my expectations in check, since this arc has been, for the most part, a massive disappointment in this department, Roy vs. Nemona included, unfortunately. But even if this battle is bound to be a flop as well, it is still worth discussing. Like Roy vs. Nemona, Dot vs. Penny will be a double battle, which is another surprise I did not see coming. I thought for sure that while yeah, it was going to feature two Pokemon from each side, I certainly didn't expect both of them to be on the field at once. Whether intentional or not, the preview for episode 101 did an amazing job of hiding the fact that we were getting a double battle. But anyways, yeah, we have another double battle on our hands, which is cool. Obviously, unlike Roy, Dot only has two Pokemon, so there is no question regarding who she will use for the battle. As for Penny, she will use a Sylveon and a Flareon, which is in line with the games where she also uses these two evolutions alongside 4 others. Now, why these two specifically in Horizons? Well, Sylveon is her ace in the games, so it's understandable why it was chosen over any of the others. As for Flareon, I don't know why, honestly. My only guess is that it was chosen because it is the only evolution that is weak to water, which gives Quaxwell the type advantage, allowing him to contribute significantly to the battle. Speaking of the type advantage, we of course must talk about who will win. Well, we don't know how strong Penny is in Horizons. In the games, she's fairly strong, with her entire team being over level 60 when you battle her the first time. But we don't know if this translates into the anime. She's also not a champion like Nemona. In fact, she doesn't have a rank or title like this. Therefore, it's difficult to gauge how strong Penny might be in Horizons. She is the secret boss of Team Star in the games though, which does explain to some extent why she is as strong as she is. But we don't know if Team Star even exists in Horizons, let alone if Penny is their boss. She is, however, definitely just as tech-savvy, smart, and strategic in Horizons as she is in the games, meaning that she could at least give Dot a good battle of brain versus brain, with both of them trying to outsmart and outplay the other with clever maneuvers and strategies. Now, while we might not know the full extent of Penny's ability in the anime, we do know Dot's level and the capability, so assuming that Penny is just an above average trainer in Horizons, stronger than most but not on Nemona's level, or on the same level as a gym leader or the Elite Four, or at the same level she is in the games, I think it's safe to say that Dot has the edge. Especially since again, Quaxwell has the type advantage over Flareon, and he also has a resistance to fire. Moreover, he's not the only one with a type advantage over and a resistance to one of his opponents. As a steel type, Tinkatuff has the type advantage over Sylveon, while also resisting Fairy. She is weak to fire though, so she will have to watch out for Flareon. But still, typing mostly favors Dot. Therefore, my money is on her, especially since Liko defeated Kathy and Roy defeated Nemona, meaning that it's only fair that Dot 2 gets to defeat a friend from Paldea. Though granted, there are no stakes in this battle. Liko had to win to get Murdoch's approval and support, while Roy has a rivalry with Nemona, and he had a score to settle with her since he had yet to defeat her before episode 101. Nothing really changes if Dot loses or if she wins. There is no narrative value here that could help to determine the winner. In fact, they are just battling for the fun of it. In terms of character though, sure, a win here would reinforce Dot's growth and quiet confidence as a trainer. Something we've already seen evidence of, yes, but it never hurts to get more. Especially since she's only been physically present in this arc for a few episodes after spending most of it playing a supporting role remotely. It is worth mentioning, however, that Penny says in the preview that her battles have a unique twist, indicating that she won't make it easy for Dot. And indeed, Quaxwell is seen being repelled by Sylveon, and Dot says that he's acting weird. My guess is that he will have to deal with Sylveon's ability, Cute Charm, or with moves that are similar, like Charm and Baby Doll Eyes. None of these are particularly deadly, of course, but they can be deceptively effective, since they lower stats or infatuate the opponent, meaning they can completely shut down a strategy if you're not prepared. So if Dot does end up winning, which again is the most likely outcome, it certainly won't be without some difficulty. Penny is again quite smart too, therefore she might be one of the few characters that can throw Dot for a loop, that can challenge her in an even battle of strategy. Is Dot capable of overcoming someone that battles just like she does? I guess we will just have to wait and see. Now, as I usually do whenever there is a battle, I posted a poll asking you who you think will win, and most of you do agree that Dot is the one who will emerge victorious. Again, my expectations for this battle are unfortunately quite low, since this arc has yet to give me any reason to believe that it can deliver battles that are great, at least ones that are to my standards, which may or may not be unrealistic. But hey, it's not like I'm abandoning all hope though. I want to believe that this battle will at the very least be somewhat fun and entertaining. However, there is thankfully more to this preview and episode, more than just this battle, which gives it the potential to be a more meaningful and interesting episode than it initially appears to be. Here's hoping the episode does make the most of said potential so that it can give us something truly memorable and special. But I will cover everything else shown in this preview in a follow-up video very soon. So please stay tuned for it and do check it out. Now, we of course won't know for sure how good this episode will be until it airs on July 4. As always, I will review the episode after it airs, so please look forward to that. Also, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Who do you think will win, Dot or Penny, and why? If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, feel free to click the links on screen. And if you'd like to support the channel and help me keep making content like this, you can find ways to do so in the description below. Your support truly means the world to me. Thank you so much for watching, and let's meet again in the next video.